How's it going? Daniel here. So in this video, I want to share with you how to kickstart your newsletter today. So it's going to be a easy, quick video just giving you tips and tricks on what you can do to kickstart your newsletter today. And these are all things that I have learned from 1 year of running a newsletter of my own. So let's start. So one of the first things you of course need to do is find an ESP, so an email service provider, right? There's a ton of email service providers out there. Now, of course, my favorite one is actually Beehiiv. So you can actually click the link in the description below to start using Beehiiv. And what I like about it is the price of, so that's what like I paid for the whole year, and I think it was like 1,000, but then I got on Black Friday, so it's like about $800 I paid for the whole year. And it's like one of my favorite ESPs for my newsletter. Now, not only just for the price, but also because it's just very easy to use. And the second thing is that it's just a great way to make extra income as well, right? I get paid to recommend other newsletters, and I get paid from ads as well. Like when other companies want to sponsor my newsletter, and I don't have to do any of the work, right? So this is their ad network, right? Where they just send you, companies that want to sponsor your newsletter. It's up to you to decide if you want to or not choose to accept their sponsorship or not, right? And so that's one of the main reasons I really like using Beehiiv. Next, of course, is you're going to want to choose a schedule. So this is super important when you're starting out your newsletter, right? So it doesn't matter if you want to start a daily newsletter or a weekly newsletter or a monthly newsletter, right? You have to choose a schedule. Now, this is super important because it just keeps you accountable at the start when you're starting out your newsletter, right? And also it will like kind of like train your readers to know when to expect a newsletter, right? And then, so if you like, so for me, I send out my newsletter every Saturday morning at 10:01 a.m. Eastern time, right? And I have been doing that for 1 year. And so it just keeps you accountable, but also it just, like I said, it just like trains your reader to know that, hey, okay, a new newsletter issue will come out at 10 a.m. on Saturday mornings, right? And so as you can see here, some examples, right? Like I have never missed a day. Like I haven't missed a Saturday yet ever since I've started the newsletter. Right, every morning at 10:01 a.m. I just launch it, and like it just haven't missed a single day. Next one is you want to have a Twitter account, so or an X account, right? So super important because you can either choose Twitter or LinkedIn, right? I personally like more just link Twitter just because it's just there are like ways to reply back. It's just way much more better than the notification section than LinkedIn and everything. But one of the most important things you want to do is optimize your Twitter profile when you start your newsletter, right? So you want to have like a quarter clear picture of yourself just to show people that you are a real person, right? Because there's a lot of accounts out there that like have like, an AI or something. So, it could just be like there's somebody behind the account, but people connect better with people, right? And so you want to have just a banner, a simple banner might like not the best one, but it tells what people like, it tells what I want to do, right? On X, right? And then you just want to have something set up like this where it tells you what you do on X and what you want people to know that you do as well. And right here as well, right? You want to have a good description of your Twitter profile, right? But the most important thing is that you want to have your newsletter link right here as well, like join the newsletter, right? And just have a subscription, right? And maybe have a pinned post as well of your newsletter as well. So this is one of the most important things about Twitter because Twitter is a written, like it's a text-based platform first, right? So that's why I recommend you start out here when you have your newsletter because people will are gonna be used to reading your content since they're used to reading the content on X as well. And then the least, not last but not least, is the engage with others, right? So when you're kickstarting your newsletter, you want to make sure you engage with others on X, let's say, right? If that's your choice, right? So just like, engage with, like 10 to 20 creators a day, right? Engage in their comments, everything. Start to show up, slowly, just 10 days at least a day, right? Just engage with a few creators every day with their comments, like their tweets and everything. Just give them support, right? And it's just one of the best ways to go. I'm pretty sure it's not the last thing I have to talk about. I'm pretty sure I have, yeah, share with public. That's the last thing. So, and like, it's not just engaging with others, right? But also share in public, right? So like here, I'm talking about my newsletter, right? Sponsorships, right? Getting sponsorships, right? Sharing in public there, right? Streaks as well, right? It's all just sharing it all behind the scenes, right? About my newsletter as well, and the growth of the newsletter and the ups and downs as well of having starting a newsletter as well. So hopefully this video helped a little bit on how to kickstart your newsletter today. If you have any other questions, I'll be happy to answer any other questions that you might have about starting a newsletter. You can always let me know in the comments below the best I can. And that's it for now. And as always, I will see you guys later. Peace.